Hey guys, Kevin, Muddy River Tactical. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm super excited for the pistol we got. I've been a Beretta fan for a long time. I've loved their M9 series and their 92 series. However, I've never really had a Beretta that I would really carry just because the 92s and stuff are just big for me and not necessarily what I'd want to carry. But now with this new 80X Cheetah from Beretta and 380, it may just change how I think about Beretta. So let's take this thing out to the range and tell you how it really performs. Alright guys, I've been eagerly anticipating this pistol for some time now. We finally got our hands on one. I've had it for roughly 3 or 4 weeks, but we've been doing the R&D side of holsters for it. So before we go any farther, we do have holsters for this 80X inside the waist Kydex holsters. So ready for concealed carry. We got you covered there. Go check us out at muddyrivertactical.com for holsters for this. They are online for our inside the waist Kydex holsters now. So back to the Beretta thing. I've been a fan of Beretta. Beretta has a huge track record of just excellence all the way around. They've made super good guns and reliable guns for a long time. So there's nobody that can argue with that in their track record. And I've loved a lot of their pistols. You know, I've had an M9 A1, a couple of the 92, like a 92 FS, and they've all shot great. And I've loved them for range use and stuff like that. But Beretta has never, up until now, really had a gun that I would consider a concealed carry gun for me personally. Like the APX series, I like the APX series. They shoot well. They're just a little blocky to me for concealed carry. So it's just, they wouldn't be on my list for that arena, but they are a great pistol. But with this 80X, it's one of those pistols that I didn't think I needed until I got my hands on it. So this thing came in the mail, and to our dealer, and I did all the paperwork, got the gun. And as soon as I put my hands on it, it's like, where has this been? You know, it's literally a shrunk down version of like a M9 A1 or 92 series, but they've done it in all the right places. This grip just fits super nice. They got it optic ready from the get-go. So in the concealed carry world, in arena right now, I mean, optics are the new trend, so putting an optic on this gun would be amazing. But overall, it's got two 13-round magazines, which is super adequate for concealed carry in my opinion. Even though it's a 380 pistol, having 13 rounds kind of makes that a little better. When I can, I would rather go to a 9mm, but with modern day ammo and different things, you definitely can't write off a 380. It's definitely a viable defense weapon in the right circumstances and with the right ammo. So this gun weighs right at 25 ounces, so it's a good combination of size and weight. It's got a 3.9-inch barrel and comes with factory white dot sights. Like we said, it is optic, ready from the get-go. So on the 1,000-round review we do here in a month or so, I definitely put an optic on it. I'm super excited to test that. It does have a 2-slot Picatinny rail for any lights or lasers you so chose. The trigger on this thing is really good. So the safety and decocker is ambidextrous, which I really like, being a left-handed shooter. That's really nice. So you can cock it, and then you can see it decock there, and then you're good to go. Take the safety off, and you got the double action trigger. So the trigger for being double action is super smooth the whole way through. There's never like it's just as smooth as you can expect from a double action. And then when you get to the single action, you got that little bit of take up, and then just a super good wall. They've done a very good job on this trigger, which for Beretta, that doesn't surprise me at all. But in the concealed carry package, I think it's great. I think a lot of people will go with the double action, you know, decocker. Then you got double action, which is great, just the first long shot, but then your follow-up shots are super quick in the single action form of this gun. So I'm going to put it through. I haven't shot this gun, so I'm going to put a few rounds through it. Literally, this is the first rounds I'm going to shoot here on camera. I've just got to the range today with it. It just finally got out of holster department and all of our design team got done with it, so I had to sneak away and shoot it. So let's shoot a mag through it and then we'll come back to it. Yeah, this thing shoots incredibly well, which for a 380, it's not going to have a lot of recoil anyways, but just this whole system and the slide is easy to manipulate and just super smooth. So the 92s FS and the M9A1, they've always shot smooth. This shoots just as smooth, but in a smaller package. So they've done a very good job on that. The trigger, shooting it feels even better than the dry firing. I'm really impressed with that trigger, and the overall ergonomics of the gun just feel really good in your hand, and the sight acquisition when you pull up is super natural. You know, some guns with higher bore axes and stuff, you're just kind of, it takes a second to get used to them. This is just a super natural pointing pistol, which I like a lot. The overall size of this gun, I think, is absolutely perfect. I think they couldn't have done any better on that. A 3.9-inch barrel, but it's a thin gun and it'll be super easy to conceal. And a lot of people like that double action trigger, you know, for appendix carry or all sorts of things, but it kind of gives you the best of both worlds there. So I definitely see why these guns are hard to find right now. You know, when a new gun comes out, you don't know if it's just the hype of people wanting them just because they're new or if they really are performing that good. And granted, I only got one mag through it. We'll put another mag through it here in a minute, and then we'll do a 1,000-round review in a month. But my first impressions of this gun are everything I would thought it'd be, and actually, honestly, a little more. You know, before I got this, like I said, before I got my hands on this pistol, it's like, okay, yeah, it's a 380, it's probably gonna shoot all right, but I'd never really think too much about carrying a 380. But this is one of those pistols that would make me definitely want to put it in my concealed carry rotation just for how good it shoots. So let's shoot this one other mag through it, and then we'll go over the final thoughts. I have to say that this is probably my favorite 380 I've shot in a long time. You know, a lot of times you get the 380s and they're not fun to shoot at all, because most of the time they're in a smaller package gun like an LCP or something like that. The one exception to that is the Smith & Wesson EZ 380 is a great gun, but I wasn't really a fan of the backstrap safety and a few different things about it. But for a 380 pistol, this is definitely a contender, and I can see why people are lining up to get them and why they can't keep these in stores. So like we said, if you need any holsters for these, we definitely have them in our inside the waist Kydex holsters, so we can definitely get you taken care of there. For the outside the waist and different holsters, they'll come hopefully in the next few weeks, but we wanted to get inside the waist done, as this is primarily a concealed carry pistol. That's what it's designed for and catered to, so we wanted to get those done for you. Overall, if you're on the fence at all about a Beretta 80X, if you've been looking at them and wondering, I would definitely suggest getting one. I've only got 2 mags through it, but it's one of those guns that just makes me want to keep shooting. And as much as I'm not necessarily a fan of 380 for concealed carry in general, this is one of those pistols that will probably make me think pretty hard about it. So let me know your thoughts below. Let me know what you think. If you have one, let me know how you feel about it. If you don't have one, are you thinking about getting one? Yes or no? And if you're not, let me know why, because I definitely think you're missing out if you're not thinking about one of these pistols. So I appreciate you guys joining us. If I can help you with anything, definitely reach out to us. Support at muddyrivertactical.com. Whether it's for your holsters or just concealed carry tips in general, we're always here to help. We're not just here to sell you holsters, which that's what we do, but we're here to help you along your way in concealed carry, which is why we do those reviews and honest reviews on these guns we spend our money on. That way you can make more informed decisions. So if you guys need anything, reach out. Until next time, keep practicing and always be prepared.